All right. This one we're going to graph, but we're going to do it in a very specific way. It says do it by finding the x and y intercepts. So let's think about the x and y intercepts. So if you think, and whatever I write down, if you guys could add this to the worksheet, that'd be awesome. It'll help you out. The x and y intercepts occur when x equals 0. That's your y-intercept, right? And when y equals 0, that's your x-intercept. Now, an interesting thing about this, if I plug in 0 for x, what happens to this term with x? It becomes, well, I'll write it out so you can see it. 5x, well, let me write it this way. In other words, if I plug in 0, this whole thing goes away to 0. So I'm left with 2y equals 10. Divide both sides by -2. And I get y is equal to -5. All right. Now what I could do is just kind of ignore this term and then divide both sides by -2. That's why if it's written in standard form, it's really easy to solve for the x and y intercepts. So I'm going to graph that. I'm going to go over 0 and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So way down here is my y-intercept. So I could do the same thing for the x-intercept, except I'm just going to plug in a 0 for y, and that goes away. What's x? If I have 5x equals 2, what will, said the answer. If 5x equals 10, what's x? 2. So then I'm going to go over here to 0. That's the x and y intercept, okay? And then you just draw a line through those. Looks like I'm going to go up 5 over 2, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2. And that's how you graph it. I think I'm going to, I have a bunch of rulers in the closet behind me. I think I'll pass out those rulers when you go to take the paper pencil test. Please remind me so I don't forget. All right, so you can have a little bit straighter line than the one I have. Does anybody have any questions on this one? Okay. How do I double check that? I'm just going to verify it in Desmos. I'm probably going to let you guys use the graphing calculator on Desmos tomorrow to kind of double check some of your work, because the other classes have graphing calculators and they get to use them. So it's not fair. So 2x minus, or 5x minus 2y. So you literally type it in as you see it. Equals 10. Hey, that looks like what we did, right? Crosses through -5, crosses through 2. Let me take a screenshot of that and we'll add that in the video. My computer is so glitchy today. Oh, I don't really have room, do I? I'll make this real tiny. So that's what it looks like in Desmos. So yeah, we did it right.